What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some some more news concerning Frank Warren. Frank Warren now discloses the Usyk emails revealing who pulled out of the Tyson Fury fight. And this is what Frank Warren posted. He said, this is from Alexander Krusik. He said, gentlemen, hope you are all okay. I am not going into details as well start to blame or point the finger at anyone, but would like to officially announce that Team Usyk is out of further negotiations regarding April 29th. You guys can put your pencils down and we will speak in the near future. That's the first I heard and was aware this was dead. Then the next day on Talk Sports, Alex said to Jim, I want to thank Frank and Queensberry. This is not their fault. They are having their client, Tyson Fury. We have our client, Usyk, and we are here to supply the demands of our clients. Frank did everything possible to make the fight happen. Okay. Um, that was from Alex Krusik. And let me counterpunch. I know what Frank's trying to do. Frank is doing damage control. But I think most importantly, Frank wants to be acknowledged that it wasn't him or his team that caused this to collapse. And what this means is the emails that he showed us about Alex Krusik is no big secret. Alex Krusik and Egas Clamus, both of those guys really got fed up with the unprofessionalism of the client. And the client is Tyson Fury. Okay. So Tyson Fury did a lot of things to really derail the fight. Frank Warren kept trying. Tyson Fury kept trying, but in the other direction. He kept trying to make it not work. Frank tried to make it work. And my big question I always wanted to ask, and this is what's going through my mind about Frank and Tyson. Let's just say now these are new open negotiations with Tyson, a possible fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. What happens if Tyson Fury does something once again for the third fucking time that sabotages the negotiations? The question, and then the sub question would be ultimately, how long would Frank Warren really put up with that shit? If you guys don't know, Frank Warren had a working relationship with another Tyson. His name was Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was supposed to punched Frank Warren. And Frank Warren, of course, to this day said he'll never do business with Mike Tyson because of the sporadic and unprofessional outrage and blowback that he received from the behavior from Mike Tyson. Well, what happens if Tyson Fury keeps getting in his own way, or should I say get in front of his team once again and keeps on sabotaging these huge fights and we never see them? The question would be, how long is Frank Warren going to put up with that shit, really? You know, because at some point, Frank, he's been around for a long time. He understands, like, hey, what it's like to be a promoter, but also he knows what it's like to have some type of integrity, I would imagine. You know, because because at some point it's like, okay, well, yeah, you fought Derek Chisora, you fought Dillian White, but then you haven't fought anyone really as like this year at all. And we've had a failed attempt by Team Usyk. Then if we have one by Hearn, that makes Tyson Fury that much uncredible as a fighter because no one really wants to work with him. And I think promoters will see that coming first. They will see like, whoa, wait a minute. Why are we wasting time with Tyson when we need to try to either get Tyson the fuck out of there or put Tyson with a fighter, one of our fighters like Joe Joyce that actually deserves and would be appreciative of the opportunity of becoming the WBC heavyweight champion. See, you guys have to understand that Frank Warren already mentioned Tyson Fury may retire, right? You guys remember that? And, I got some blowback from people emailing me and all this, that, and the other. But he said that because maybe that's a solution for him not being in that situation again from Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury will do things that he feels he needs to do to get out of situations that he doesn't really want to be in. Now, as far as Javen Sugar Hill, Javen Sugar Hill said what he had to say because he wanted to protect the integrity that he had. He didn't want to get caught up in bullshit lies or the little mind games of Tyson Fury because he knows him. That's exactly why he did what he did. Like, yo, I wasn't there to even train Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has not called me about any type of date or anything. So that by itself destroys any of this credibility of what he feels Alexander Krusik told him. What Krusik told him was, listen, put your pens down. We're going to stop this shit now because it's not going to get done. Tyson Fury's going to find another reason, and we're going to be sitting here like fools while Tyson Fury gets on social media, even admitting he wouldn't even say anything over social media anymore, which he lied about that. And sabotage the whole thing and fuck everything up. So, like with Frank, I think Frank needs to be in a situation where he needs more of power of a reason over Tyson. But who the hell is going to do that over Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury does what he wants, says what he wants, and that's pretty much it. And there's nothing that anyone really can do about it. So if he's getting in his own way of getting in these big fights, that just tells us he doesn't want these big fights. He doesn't want them at all. He wants fights that he can control. He wants fights that he looks a certain way in. Sounds familiar? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this ongoing saga with Frank Warren trying to convince the world that he and Tyson wasn't at fault for pulling out of the fight or wasn't at fault for the fight not happening, because those are two different things. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.